Hello and welcome to Chicken Bros. My name is David Heath.
And I get it. Noah likes reviews. Noah likes Fantastic Four. I just Noah was thinking that this movie gave us a moment.
For the record, David loves Noah's intro gag. And yes, we're here to talk about Fantastic Four First Steps, the introduction of the Fantastic Four into the MCU.
And the first good Fantastic Four movie since The Incredibles.
Yeah. This came out earlier this year, and I saw it. I was excited for it. And then Noah saw it, and I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah, because I have not been a Fantastic Four fan, like, ever.
Ever.
But in my defense,
Yeah, there
that
wasn't
was
much to
because,
work with, was there?
yeah, the only exposure I had were the three horror. Okay, I didn't see Fan Four Stick because I was
You
like, oh,
weren't missing
hell no.
anything.
Yeah. But the first two, I liked them fine when I was a kid, but that was before I knew better.
Yeah, same.
But like, I didn't like get the concept of the Fantastic Four because they're
Clearly,
less,
they didn't either.
yeah, they're less superheroes and more like scientists, oh,
Scientists, space explorers.
space explorers.
They
Yeah,
have
so
superpowers and they do superhero-y things occasionally, but they're
right,
mostly scientists.
yeah, but that changed. This movie completely turned me around, and now I actually am collecting Fantastic Four comics, though it's more recent ones.
And to be fair, this movie does, like most MCU projects, take liberties. Um,
Yeah,
so let's take a deep dive. This movie literally begins with it introducing the Earth that this takes place on, which is 828, which is a reference to Jack Kirby. August 28th was his birthday. And he was one of the co-creators of the Fantastic Four, along with the great Stan Lee.
oh,
And the movie literally starts with Sue with the pregnancy test. She's pregnant,
with Franklin.
and
Valeria will come later,
yeah, I think,
continuity wise.
yeah, well, maybe I don't know if they're going to do that in the MCU, but
Maybe I don't
that's
know.
neither here nor there.
Yeah,
Yeah, so in this world, this kind of retro futuristic kind of world that, as far as I can tell, takes place in the 60s.
yeah,
Um,
definitely took place in the '60s. It's got that vibe going for it.
the Fantastic Four have been around for 4 years.
Eh,
And they kind of speed run the origin because we get it. They went into space,
yeah,
cosmic ray. They basically got the Spider-Man treatment. It's like, we know the story, just get on with it.
yeah. We know the origin by now.
And also, kind of a cool introductory like thing, like have them like explain it through like that talk show. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Seeing them use their powers.
I loved during the cut back where it's like ladies and gentlemen, was my younger brother Jonathan Storm, and ladies, he's single.
I also love just like, I'm just gonna say this now so I can get it out of the way. They made the Thing look so good, like ripped straight out of the comic book.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I'll say this: Michael Chiklis didn't look bad, but like you could kind of tell it was like a costume,
Yeah,
and he liked doing it. So
yeah. Um,
but
and
one, the thing looks a lot better, and two, he's actually played by a Jewish New Yorker, so it's more accurate to the character.
yeah,
Because Ben Grimm is a Jewish man.
for anyone who's listening who's a fan of the show called The Bear, he's played by Eben Moss Backrack, which is very good casting.
Oh yeah,
Um,
my favorite line is still when he tries the dip and he's like, "Okay, okay, can this guy cook or what?" It just a little bit of garlic, not because it's not delicious, because I want to add a little bit of zip.
a little zip. This Fantastic Four movie features my favorite version of Johnny Storm, played by Joseph Quinn.
Oh hell yeah! Like as I've gotten into the Fantastic Four media that I've gotten into, Johnny is becoming my favorite character.
Yeah, like it's true to the comic in that like he's not like
He's kind of
he's not the
cocky, but
smartest, but like he's not an idiot either. And he
no,
likes women, but he's not a womanizer.
no, something that past versions, well, at least The
Just the Chris Evans version. The Fantastic version didn't do shit with it. But yeah, like it's like a real believable character.
yeah,
And I'd
and
say
I
that.
didn't know I didn't know he was British until like way later.
Oh,
So
Joseph Quinn.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, I didn't know Vanessa Kirby, who plays Invisible Woman, was British until I saw this movie. And she plays her very well too. She's got that
oh
kind
yeah,
of like motherly vibe, but she's also
yeah,
kind of like no nonsense.
yeah. Though I will say this, Pedro Pascal did good. Like it was a good acting performance. I just don't really see him as Reed Richards. Like I would not have cast him. I would have cast. Also, I would have just done John Krasinski.
Honestly, like my thing was like I was trying to look at like this is why I'm not a casting director, but like facially I don't see it, but like I think he nailed like the acting, like the personality of Reed Richards pretty well, like a
Yeah,
disconnected, calculating, like logical mind. That I
yeah,
mean, he obviously cares about his family, but he's also
barely.
like he's like a thinking computer. He thinks objectively.
Yeah, that's kind of one of Reed's most common issues in the comics.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they didn't get rid of that because like I feel like it's part of the character.
It is.
It's like Peter Parker being a geek. You got to keep it.
Well, yeah, something that Amazing Spider-Man didn't do very well.
No. So yeah, they've been a family of superheroes for 4 years, and now that Sue's pregnant, they're prepping the Baxter Building for the event. Oh right, Herbie makes his theatrical debut in this movie.
We
The robot assistant of the I guess the Richard slash Storm family.
yeah, the Fantastic Family.
And by the way, just a little piece of trivia: voiced by the guy who played the battle droids in the prequels. I love that.
Roger, Roger.
And like Reed is literally going out of his way to like baby proof the world by like having like a lot of the criminal underground like taken out like by these like kind of like self-made police cars, I guess.
Yeah.
And Johnny.
And when he's like pointing out every like sector of New York that's being taken care of, he's naming off all these classic Fantastic Four villains.
Yeah, like Red Ghost, Mole Man, the Mad Thinker. It was cool. And also Johnny is like listening to like scans from deep space because he's eager to get back into space. He loves going up there. I love that they gave Johnny character substance.
Yeah.
And also like this was something that kind of bugged you, and I was kind of indifferent about it. But like Ben has, I don't want to say like a romance, but like kind of like a interest, like an intertwining meeting with a woman who's not Alicia Masters.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see why I'm I like Alicia. Like I've actually read comics where she's a main character. In fact, in the comics that I have, she's already married to Ben. And
Yeah, she's like in the comics. She's
together.
the primary love interest of Ben Grimm. Yeah, I get it.
And they're freaking adorable together, and I love them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Fox movies had Alicia.
Yeah. I guess it's because like the thing about Alicia, like at least from what I've seen, is that like she's blind, so like she, unlike other people, wouldn't judge Ben for the way he looks. But this movie isn't tackling that issue. People aren't judging Ben because of the way he looks. People are actually very welcoming of the thing.
That is true.
So
that is a good point.
Like that kind of poetic, like, oh, she can't see, but she can feel the real, like, quote unquote, feel the real you, isn't like necessary. I get what you mean. Like a familiar character is not here, but like I kind of like the interaction between her and that character.
Well, yeah. I mean, the character was well done. I'm just mad that it's not Alicia.
Yeah. And everything is kind of going smoothly for the family until someone shows up on Earth.
I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I herald Galactus.
Yep.
The Silver Surfer, not Norrin Rad though,
Nope.
which was
Shalabal.
people got. I'm pretty sure people were like upset about that when it first was announced, but I was indifferent.
I was too. I was like, I mean, it's a Silver Surfer. Canonically, she does take the board, so comic accuracy. I don't know what you people are complaining about, but whatever. She did. Oh man, I can't remember her name. Oh, she was so good too. She did a good job playing the character, and yeah, she comes to basically warn Earth that it's been marked for death and that Galactus is coming. So our heroes decide. Oh wait, there's a cool scene where Johnny like flies up to her in space and grabs a hold of her board, and she says something to him in her language, which he then tries to tell the group. He's like, she spoke to me in her language. Like, what did she say? Well, I don't know. It was her language. What was the tone? It was kind.
Warm.
Kind? No, not kind. Warm. I don't know. It was like she was looking at me, and I could see myself in her face, and she was like, he's basically talking all dreamily about her, and then I start mocking him. Like, no, I see what's going on here. Johnny loves space. Johnny loves women. Now there's a literal naked space woman, and Johnny thinks they had a moment.
The record Ben loves when Johnny speaks in the third person.
Oh, I love the interactions between Johnny and Ben. They're like total brothers.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. One of the things that the past adaptations didn't have that I like. Now that I've actually seen this movie plus read some of the comics, like they are a literal family unit. Like, sure, Johnny, Sue, and Reed are all related in some way. You know, because Reed and Sue are married, and then Johnny is Sue's brother, and thus Reed's brother-in-law. But they don't like Ben is still a part of that tight family unit.
Yeah, Ben is close enough friends with Reed that he's considered family.
Yeah, that's why Franklin calls him Uncle Ben in the comics.
Yeah, and also like this another thing that the past adaptations of Fantastic Four didn't do right was that they got the fact that Johnny and Ben sometimes are at odds, but it's never like super heated. Like in the Chris Evans movies, like they straight up hate each other. There's like no love there.
Yeah.
Whereas here it's like it's endearing, kind of like it's like brothers picking on each other. It's like what you and I do.
Yeah.
So like and you feel it a lot more here. Like when Johnny's like got that little toy from the cereal box, like flame on, and Ben crushes it, flame off.
Dinner. Time for dinner.
Yeah. So, with the Silver Surfer having made her appearance and saying that the Earth has been marked for death, they prep the spaceship, Excelsior, by the way, for launch, and they go up into space, which, brave, considering one of them is literally pregnant.
Truth.
First pregnant astronaut, at least in this universe.
Oh, yeah.
So they go into space, they use this thing called the FTL, faster than light mechanism that literally makes their ship go faster than light.
It's just the hyperspace range from Star Wars.
I mean, yeah, but it looks cool.
It does.
And I love when Reed's like, he's talking all scientific, and Ben and Johnny are like, shh. And Reed's like, look, if it's just a big guy in space, you can punch him. And they're like, like, just acting like bros. I love it.
I love it.
And when they get there, they see this planet that's being eaten from the inside by this like kind of cylindrical shaped mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, what's this thing? And then they go inside it, and like I thought this was really cool. Like Sue made it invisible, yet it still got caught up on like a scanner.
Mm-hmm.
And so Silver Surfer directs them inside the cylindrical machine, and they exit the ship, and Johnny kind of talks with the surfer for a bit. It's like, what did you say to me in your language? And she said, it's a prayer that means die with yours. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, okay, last question. The surfboard, is that part of your body? And then she just like flies away. I don't know why he's so bent up on that.
I don't know, because it's a... I don't know.
I guess because she's an alien, so who knows?
Yeah, it's a not valid, but like it's a question that somebody would probably have in that regard.
Probably. But then she introduces them to Galactus, and thank God he's not a ginormous fart cloud in space.
Nope, he's literally ripped straight from the comics. A big, giant purple dude.
Yeah, he's got the helmet, he's got the suit, he's got everything, and he's massive.
Yeah, he's Galactus. He's supposed to be.
Well, I'm just saying, they got like his proportion like really good. And he basically tells them that you have the power to save your planet inside her. Like, what? Like, the boy. If you give me the boy, I'll spare your planet and he will take my throne. Like, the hell? What? He's normal. And he's like, no, he possesses the power cosmic. He hides his nature from you. And I think I don't
Which
know
is
if
accurate.
I don't know if I'm reading this right or if I've just like misunderstood the scene. But I think whatever he did there made her water break. Like he forced the pregnancy, like the delivery that happened upon her.
Yeah.
Because she seemed fine. I mean, I know that's how water breaking happens, but like, I don't know. It just seemed kind of bizarre that it happened right there at that moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, she starts to go into labor, and they try to get back to the ship and fly back home, while the surfer is chasing them, and she can follow them through the faster than light thing. And Sue's like, Johnny, kill her. Really? Yeah, she wants to take your nephew. Kill her. It's like, all right. You finally meet somebody interesting. He's trying to shoot at her, but it's bending, and the wormhole's bending the beam. This is my favorite exchange in the whole movie. Was Ben's like, Johnny, quit screwing around, and Johnny's like, do I tell you how to fly the ship?
Don't tell me how to kill sexy aliens.
Ben's like, stop calling her sexy. And they can't shake her, so Reed takes the ship near this wormhole that drags her in, but they get away. And
like
it's
scientific mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, like it's supposed to delay her finding Earth for like a month, I believe he said. And while they're trying to get home, Sue delivers Franklin.
Yeah, little Frankie, first baby born in space.
And then they get home, and this was a huge mistake. They should not have told the press what Galactus said.
Right.
Because then that's what caused the shitstorm of everybody being like, well, then give up your child. Will you want us to die? You know, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't have said anything. I'd have been like, no questions right now. We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
And, of course, they're trying to figure out what to do. And, you know, they're having everybody, like, badmouth them now because they won't... It seems like they don't want to make the hard decision to protect Earth or whatever and all that shit. Sue actually, this was very brave of Sue. She walked out into the crowd of people like, what's the word? Protesting against them with Franklin, and basically told them like, I won't give up my baby for this Earth, but I will not give up this Earth for my baby. We will fight this together as a family. Because we all, like, not just the four of them, the whole world is like, she's saying is like their family.
Aw.
Which I love that. That's a neat way to, like, inspire hope. I like that.
Yep. So then they take this experiment that Reed has been working on. That was like a transporter.
Yeah.
Matter transporter. Which he had recently succeeded in transporting, what was it, like an egg from one end of the room to the other?
See, well, succeed is a kind word. He couldn't do it without cutting the power to the entire Baxter building.
That is true. It does take a lot of power.
His plan was to build those, but bigger, across the planet to, in theory, transport the Earth somewhere where Galactus couldn't find it. And, man, it was so inspiring because, like, he needed the help of everybody on the planet to, like, conserve energy so they could power it up, to have workers everywhere build this stuff. It was so cool seeing the entire planet come together for this cause. Yeah. And it didn't work because freaking Silver Surfer comes in and starts destroying all those bridges. It's like, really?
So it would have worked had that not happened.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
Right. What I liked was at some point Herbie turns off the lights, and like Johnny like falls. And he goes, Herbert.
And Ben was like trying to shave, but then the curfew happened. And Johnny was like, a beard could look good. Ben's like, seriously?
Seriously?
And so yeah, for the rest of the movie, Ben has a beard. Again, comic book accurate.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Surfer starts destroying the bridges until there's one left. It's right there in New York in Times Square. But Johnny gets to her before she can destroy it and starts playing all the translated messages that he was now able to translate.
Yeah, because he took the phrase that she told him and like, okay, and he like basically rebuilt her language from
Yeah,
those
he basically
clues.
figured it out from the pieces he had translated. I love what Ben said. He's like, how? He barely has a grasp on the English language. But he basically had a talk with her saying that these were all transmissions from her planet trying to reach out to her and say thank you, because what happened was she decided to go as Galactus's scout to search for other planets, and in return he would spare hers. So that was them reaching out to her to thank her for like protecting the planet, but then he ends up playing transmissions from other planets that weren't so lucky, that ended up getting eaten by Galactus, to
Yep.
try to show her like, look what you're doing, and now you're doing it to us. And she basically tells him, take the boy and leave this doomed place, and then she flies off. And so they only have one bridge left, and so now Reed decides the plan is to get Galactus to set foot on Earth away from his ship, get him close enough to the bridge, and then transport him to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. Without his ship, he'll be stranded. But they're thinking, okay, well, how are we going to get him off his ship and onto Earth? And Reed says, I haven't figured that out, but Sue's like, yes, you have. They have to use Franklin as bait.
Poor Frankie. Poor
And
little guy.
I was like, oh, God, no, you have to use the baby. No.
Don't kick the goddamn baby.
And Ben smartly brought up the fact that no matter what direction Galactus is going to come from, he's going to be going through buildings and killing people. So Sue has the brilliant idea of having them evacuate to Subterranea so the mole man could take them in.
Yeah, because she basically this wasn't shown like as part of the movie. It was more of a flashback, but like she basically made peace with Mole Man, like recognizing Subterranea as like its own separate nation.
Right, and she is the only one of the four that he actually trusts.
Yeah, like don't worry, like so Metaphor Johnny, I'm not the one who dressed you. Ben's like, yeah, don't like, it's not worth it, man.
Yeah. But thankfully, everybody in the city gets into Subterranea, and like the whole city is evacuated. Then Galactus shows up, and so they have the baby placed like in the middle of where the bridge is, and they temporarily blind Galactus so that Johnny can pick Franklin, take him back to the Baxter building, and replace it with an empty
Bassinet.
Yeah. And when Galactus can see again, he almost falls for it, but then he finds Franklin, or scans the Baxter building and sees he's in there. Like, oh, damn it. That would have been so brilliant. And so they're trying to fight him off, trying to keep him from taking Franklin. And okay, I'm going to be a little bit of a comic bitch here for a second, but like the bit when he was stretching out Mr. Fantastic, that was cool, but I know for a fact Mr. Fantastic can stretch further than that. That's not his limit.
It's not?
No, I've seen him go much farther than that. But I'm willing to let that go. I just wanted to point that out. I'm just saying. But this leads to a really cool scene where Johnny's carrying Ben, and he's like, "What time?" Because the line "It's clobbering time" is only in like this cartoon that's shown on this Earth. But like he even says like, "That's not something I say. That's just in the cartoon." And Johnny keeps getting him to say it like, "What time is it, man? It's dinner time." And then when he's carrying Ben, getting ready to barrel in that Galactus, he's like, "What time is it, Ben?" "No, Johnny. Say it. I don't want to. Say it. It's clobbering time." Like, that was freaking awesome. And there's a point where Galactus actually grabs Franklin from the Baxter building. Poor Herbie, he tried his best. And he's got Franklin in hand, and then Sue goes freaking feral mom mode and is like, "Put down my son!" and starts pushing him towards the bridge.
I loved how like her force fields were shown as like bendable light, because that is kind of what they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
It also
and she was like pushing.
Oh yeah. I also kind of like the way the light was portrayed. Kind of made it have like that retro film kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was giving her all, pushing him towards that bridge, and Johnny started up the thing because it's only going to last like 37 seconds. And then Reed swooped in, grabbed Franklin, And for a moment, Galactus fell through it, but then he started picking himself back up and started coming out of it. And Johnny saw there was only 10 seconds left on the thing, and he was going to, push Galactus through and sacrifice himself. He said, tell Franklin Uncle Johnny loves him. He's flying towards Galactus, but then freaking the Silver Surfer pushes him out of the way, and she pushes Galactus through the thing.
Wipe out!
It's funny because she's on a surfboard. And yeah, when Sue was pushing Galactus through the thing, it took all of her strength, and she died.
But then Franklin used his cosmic power to bring her back.
Yeah. Which, I don't know anything about Franklin Richards' powers in the comics, so I'm just going to be like, okay, with that one.
Pretty much he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Sure. And so the city is saved, the people are safe, and they're thankful once again for their family of superheroes. And now they're the Fantastic Five because there's Franklin now.
Mm.
I love that scene of them trying to get the baby, the
car seat into the car.
Yeah, I've been there, man.
Well, I'm sure you have, Mr. I have 3 nephews.
Yeah, well, I only had to ever deal with that with the first one, but yeah, I've been there. And there's an end credit scene. There's 2, but the second one doesn't really matter. The first one is what matters. It cuts 4 years later after that, where Franklin is now, I guess, 4.
Yeah.
And Sue's reading to him, and she's like, oh, you want the other book, don't you? So she goes to get another book, and then when she comes back, she realizes that they're not alone. She preps a force field because somebody in a green hood holding, actually, a metallic mask is looming over Franklin.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
Played by Robert Downey Jr. Presumably, we didn't see the face.
No. Because the director of that movie said that was not RDJ, because if it had been, that would have been way too expensive.
Probably.
Yeah, if you get RDJ, you got to pay him those zeros. But no, that was just somebody standing in. But like in Avengers Doomsday, which comes out next year, that will be Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom. I still don't know how to feel about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, no contest. The best Fantastic Four movie.
10 out of 10.
Oh, absolutely. 10 out of 10. And when I first saw the costumes, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Because it's not like the usual costumes, but they grew on me eventually.
Yeah.
Even if the Thing now has a torso piece to his suit.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me too much. I just I'm used to seeing the rocky, muscular, torso.
Yes. Yeah.
It's clobbering time. And also, there's a little, there's kind of a Stan Lee cameo, sort of. There are these 2 guys who play a younger Stan Lee and Jack Kirby in a comic shop when Silver Surfer arrives.
Right. Yeah.
And I like, that's awesome. I love that they did that.
Clever.
But yeah, that's Fantastic Four. First steps.
Fantastic Four.
And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Bucker!
Brr.